Today is the Royal Manx Agricultural Show. It's August the 9th, 2003. A very warm welcome to everyone. It's just 9:30 and what is a perfect day for the Northern Show. It's early, but there are quite a number of people here already, and as you can see, the weather is one of the best. Yesterday's day, Friday, the first day, was exceptionally good with a good attendance, and I think the show organisers are expecting another excellent turnout. This is what everybody is competing for, the silverware. Every time I look at all the cups here, I think there's more and more every year. I've now moved into the WI tent, and Baldrine seem to have got first in their display.
It's all right doing cable in this pattern, but 24-row pattern. Yeah, we've got 4-row pattern for you. That's the top. It's matching the mark.
Duncan and District have a second.
We have a quiz this year, which is a science quiz.
We're not charging, just come in. The idea being
of
leave
local
children while
produce
they're
and fairly traded goods. And the proceeds are going to our project, which is to help orphans affected by HIV/AIDS in Kenya. And what we're doing is we're providing them with chickens and hen houses so they're able to generate their own income and stay in the community in where they were born.
Some of these views are really lovely. They're self-explanatory, really. Alice in Wonderland. Finishing up with the Teddy and Winnie.
Somebody must have had to get up and go to say, you know. What about the Butlers branch?
All sizes and shapes. Rather fascinating.
See number 1, number 2 is there. There's see that one, number 3 is there. Number 4. There it is, 654. Right, number 5.
Horses, sheep, goats, rabbits, etc. I'm standing at the Royal Secretary's office and I have with me Mr. Bert Quayle, who is the President of the Royal Manx Agricultural Society this year. And Bert would like the opportunity this morning just to welcome you onto the show field and say a few words for this year's show.
Thank you very much, Graham. On behalf of the society, I'd like to welcome everyone to the show field. It's a wonderful day, a wonderful setting, and I'm sure we're all having a great time. I'd like to thank all the exhibitors for coming forward this morning and this afternoon, and for all the spectators, because without both of you, we wouldn't have a show. And we have a wonderful array of tents and trade stand back here too, and those people coming along and making our show. It's a wonderful show, and I am pleased to be associated with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Quayle. Bert Quayle, as I say, this year's president of the Royal Manx Agricultural Society. Special events that we have lined up for you today. The highlights, for those of you who haven't seen the Chicago Teddy Bears, they'll be appearing twice today on the island visiting us for the Jazz Festival, and they're appearing on the show field at 2 o'clock, especially right there in the marquee lines, and then again they'll be on at 4 o'clock. And I think first for the island this year we have a falconry display. That'll be taking place firstly at 12 noon and again later at 2:30 p.m. Various other demonstrations scheduled at different times of the day.
Round about the island there's been various painted cows, and we have 4 here this morning. As you can see, this is Club Moon. I will show you a side view of this cow. I hope he's paid for everything in the trolley. As you can see, he's certainly got a loaded trolley from ShopRite. This is Brittany. Now this first-class cow, or you could call it Stampede, was made up at Ballycameen High School with the artist of Viv Christian, Janet Norris, and others. And the reason why I call it Stampede is because it's all stamps.
Mr. Brewer is adjudicating, judging in the speech section. Please make your way to the speech line.
It's quite amazing the amount of trouble companies do to come to a show like this, especially when we live on an island. They've certainly gone to a lot of expense to bring all this equipment here.
Placing your jar parlour with the director line, basically what you're looking at, rather than having your jars at the end of the parlour receiving the milk, you have a stainless steel vessel. Your sanitary trap, which is usually separate, is on top of the vessel. Then you have a line running down the middle of the parlour, which the milk is milking into direct, and this is where we get direct to line. Your jars have been replaced by a milk meter, which is this device. So rather than milk going into a big jar, holding it there, then releasing it when your cow's finished, it's continuously flowing through the meter into this line, and then gravity takes it to the vessel at the end, where it's pumped from there to the dairy. So you've got the direct to line with just an ACR, so when the cow's finished milking, the cluster's automatically taken off the cow. On the far side you've got the milk meter, as I said before, which replaces the jars. So when the cow's finished again, the ACR pulls the cluster off and waits, leaves it hanging, waiting for the next cow. The pulsation, you've got the pulsator per point, which are the blue devices, and they fit onto a 3-inch plastic line, which is going around the parlour.
So you can put in the computer each individual cow's number, or is that how you do it?
You can, I'll show you on here. Basically, when the cow comes in the parlour, the operator will press that button, and then if it was cow number 54, he would press that 54, enter, then the cow's number's on there. So once you press the green button to drop the cluster, the yield on this display is counted up in 0.1 of a kilogram. So when the cluster comes off the cow, you have a static display of the yield rather than reading what's in the jar. So the next cow comes in, press this button, the display zeros, that's zeros, cow number 85, press that, cow's registered, drop cluster, and away we go again. So when the cluster comes off, the static display is then transferred to the computer, and then the computer automatically records that every time the cow's milked. So you can have a system where the yield is automatically recorded, and then also it will alter the feed to give her more feed or less feed depending on what the last 10-day average of yields has been.
Just won again.
The last spit and polish here going on, I think.
This class here of Holstein heifers, we started this class with a tremendous, a little bit more dairy character than my third calf. Third calf over my fourth calf showed was distinct from her picture, and my fourth calf over my fifth calf just so much more quality and depth throughout walking a bit.
Yes, some size in this animal. It must be hot for these animals today, I'm afraid. It's really warming up now.
Just for a tea at your just take them off down for
They come in all shapes and sizes these days, cattle. Some I'd never seen before. We now come to the horse section. It looks as though it's one again.
That one over there.
It's tied high.
Come on then.
This horse is being kept in the cool under the trees. This is some of Sir Charles's trophies
A crop of
he's acquired
roots
over
round
the
the
years.
horse's tail to prevent the collar falling forward when the horse drops his head.
And an exhibition has been put on in a tent.
Feel it. I know. Come on then, a bit further up. Ooh, they're very furry. You right, go, Daddy.
I'll be stuck in the middle and blocking everyone otherwise. Let him have some.
That's better.
We seem to not be walking either.
That one. Walk towards that white one.
Can't handle this. Names. find the fella in the blue jacket? Matthew, what's your surname? Yes, he's reserved, yeah.
Is that the one we won't let it touch? Yes, there you are, you're 3 now, is this?
And 4th overall is Rory.
Scotty one, yes, that's it, yes. I like the little Scotty one.
Yeah, that's host character.
There we are now. Yes. You are the
We'll show anti-Claire then and in the larger ones.
And in the larger one, it's the blue-faced kid.
And there's for everybody else.
One of which is a tarantula spider. And Nick Pinder invites young and old to come and view what they've got with safety and indeed interest. And incidentally, right alongside that particular stand is the Department of Agriculture's stand, where you may go and take part by filling in a simple little questionnaire.
That's the one I saw. They only fly when they're hungry. So when we take a drop away to get to hungry, she starts to scream. I do hope she's going to fly.
They are. I did think I can't see no that man.
As I repeat, this is the first time in 2 years that I have
Is that a battle picture?
Go on.
Trying to hide in between. This is a little bit.
Marshall is a con merchant. He will not fly for the old chick like as a matter of principle. He wants the old chick. So we've got to present him with one and then steal it back from him.
Oh, look at that, there's a flying horse. They take it if you put the chick down on the ground. Yeah, I thought it was very quick. Why don't you do that?
Because you really want them to come back to you.
Yeah.
You want to associate you.
Hello, buddy.
Yeah.
Throw it on the ground and say thank you very much.
And off they go, yeah.
So that if he goes off, we do get a chance to find out where he is.
Where they migrate to in the winter then?
These birds stay in their normal area, which is Central America, from sort of Texas south through to Panama, down to that area.
Well, earlier on there I was looking at a large crane that was way up over the show field. I don't know how this happened, but Paddy Garrett had arranged for me to go up and have a look and do some filming from the top. So this is us just leaving. Still not on. There's a bit of a breeze up here, but I tell you what, it's cooler than down on the ground. And that's the tent where all the trophies are in. That's the main ring.
Well, I'm just going to take off now.
On the camera because the wind is fairly strong up here. It's clearer than I thought, although there's a haze about. I thought the picture might not be too clear, but it's not too bad. I hope it'll be all right when it's copied. There's a vintage car just doing a turn. I'll have to hold the camera steady, as you can see when it's on telephone. So, back out. When it goes into each section, there's a bit of a
just a bit of a.
When it goes into the sleeve, isn't it? What engine's in the motor down there?
It's light.
Where's this built?
so do I. And it's very plain to see that you've got to marry me. And if you say I do, so do I. You like music that swings, so do I. You love crocuses in the spring, so do I. And you're gonna get around with those darkies off the ground. And you feel love is real, so do I. You like jazz more than Liszt, so do I. And you like to get a little drunk, so do I.
Since I was in here last, the classes have been judged. Rose has won quite a lot of prizes. Second prize. So that Rose there.
That's lovely.
Rose also got a first prize. Some fine beetroot there. First prize. And the collies too. Carrots here, fine carrots.
Beautiful. Touched. Touch
Precision on those flowers is magnificent. Onions and more onions.
This is a call for Elizabeth and Victoria Richardson. If you look at please ask the first resort stand near the entrance.
Thank you.
The entrance into the main ring for the start of the Grand Parade. All up.
Appreciate a little bit of all the days to have the bigger application or something. And they've done very well.
Dog?
Sheer pandemonium is now let loose as all the children gather in the field, and some of the dogs are not sure whether they want to stay or not. Someone doesn't like the dogs. Well, quite a way to start the show. Parade is one of Sir Charles's horses leading in. Number 25 with Claire.
People will stop you over there. People will stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you be upstanding, please, for the national anthem? As a tribute to his memory, and we will also remember those members of other farming families who have suffered bereavement in recent days. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Will you resume your seats?
Sit down, stand up,
Great honour to meet the Alabama. Thank you so much. Very much. Thank you.
Yeah, just bring her over.
And there were all sorts of aspects that were judged in this class. No man was the most character, the biggest, the most performance, and a tremendous amount of public interest. The Irishman knew Dr. John Mandel, recording the entry for posterity. It was very lovingly showed by their young handlers. And they must be looking very well and very well behaved. We have known it otherwise. Said, and Brother Libby said, I have her with me here to comment with us in the secondary arena.
Very space now.
they're going to get caught up in their middle with the colour.
And Brian Bromley following close behind us to return.
All round the tent floor. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's really cool.
And now we have John Mandel from Colorado in Angeles.
Come on.
The regular is the politician Sanson. When it comes to the younger section, the senior car, the senior element. Now a breed that was once very... And another cow.
The entry of Lauren Broom. And the black-faced ram lamb.
Oh, you can't go down.
From Aitken. Lockton champion. Entered by Jim Middleton. And standing just behind, the Suffolk ewe lamb from Jeff Comish.
And leading the heavy horse in the turnouts, Michael Crellin, with a view into the mare and foal.
Move, cow.
Somebody is very reluctant to
Completing the line-up down the back
very
row
reluctant.
alongside the Votfles is the Watson, and alongside that, very tall-looking Chevrolet Ram from Brian Lease.
And beef industry here on the Isle of Man for many years to come, and it's a credit to the men who have brought off this remarkable improvement. That's true also of the dairy herd, whose numbers have remained static, but whose quality indeed is increasing immensely.
Now the section champions is Clarence, well known farming circles as a livestock haulier and farmer in his own right. Certainly will have had
That was a trade secret, wasn't it?
Moving in and around livestock on the island for quite some years now.
That was well kept.
So it's his job now to move up and
smart,
down the line-up of the animals that have been brought forward as section champions.
It's a bad sign of it.
The cow with the
Have you got the names of those kids with the Manx?
No, I didn't even see them, no. Radio mask.
Is, what's her name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Rebecca's in there.
Mega Pet.
Moving along now to Alan and Sandra Jones's Belgian Blue Bull.
I wouldn't know a lot of them.
No.
Well, no, Finlock.
Very strong lineup of Belgian Blues brought forward this morning by Alan and Sandra. Very easy.
That Johnny's young fellow.
I don't know which one. There's too few. I don't remember them now. Plowing. We got a plowing last time.
Well, Claudio will have to make some very, very important decisions now when he starts to bring forward his shortlist out of all that's on array in the arena. And we will have to be patient. It will be well considered, and his choice will be very, very carefully made. He's already consulting with the stewards, and they will now go to the animals that the judge wants bringing forward for further inspection.
It's nearly going again. They were ready that time, I think. Two of them. He's had enough of that sheep. How many more are coming forward? Oh, the heavy horse has come forward.
So joining us on the front rank now, in the extreme right, we have the champion light horse, Drum Major, and support for Mrs. Cox. Passing a second eye over Roger and Christine Chadwick's Limousin heifer. Coming further along to the Texas steering ewe. Before the Leicester. To the Callows Ayrshire.
herself off and her udder and all her features to the very best advantage on this given day. And there's a lot of hit or miss in it, I can tell you. There is, and here they are coming forward now. And the dairy cow is coming forward. Kenny Sloan's now moving forward yet again. Texel, Drum Major on the right. Forward, and Roger Chadwick's Limmers and Heifer is forward. Right horse. Immense. I mean, we saw those horses standing there. That in itself was Sir Charles. And then the heavy horse judge, was a friend of Sir Charles, and he was able to take his own measures as well. And all in all, you know, the show was really good. I have to say, for their work and our long very, very significant. Claire Christian is a heavy horse. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we have our Supreme Champion this afternoon. Shire Stallion. He's ruffled his hair there now. Now this is the final lineup then, ladies and gentlemen. The reserve champion is Kenny Sloan's Holstein cow. Followed by the Ballagoni, Shield and Texel U, Roger Chadwick's Limousine. And the super light horse section champion.
You can never tell.
Drum
It's very
Major.
much a matter of personal preference. Well, congratulations. Thank you very much.
There they are. How about that, John? What do you think?
Yes, as I said, Andy, there's not a person here that would argue with that. That does look at the horse.
Right, I'm told to correct that. The light horse has come into third reserve position.
The strong back.
So in fourth place, third reserve, the light horse champion.
Let's see if we...
Harvey Briggs just giving Claire a word of congratulations.
Yes, we all will on this particular occasion.
There's a magnificent stud, Barfell Mackled. Kenny Sloan now with his herd of Holsteins, as has Patrick, been shown very successfully for a number of years, has picked up numerous Supreme Awards at both shows, as indeed had the Korea family from Ballagoni with the Texels. Supreme Championship Award to Mrs. Claire Christian on behalf of late Father Sir Charles Caruth. Very fitting on this year.
Do you want to take the photograph? You're quite
I'm so used to standing back with the arm up.
Yes, well, I'm not...
Deemster Caruth presenting the Deemster Johnson Supreme Championship Award. The very prestigious trophies is the Deemster Johnson Awards, part of the Royal Manx heritage, part of a fantastic collection of trophies that were... Deemster Caruth moved
from a warm, hot, sunny, balmy Charlotte Farm in Solby. We say goodbye. We're about to be entertained by the Holy Club as well, so there's still stuff to happen here today. But until next year.
Yeah, classic cars. So if you're interested in viewing them, then stay put.
Not bad. Right, wait a minute. Okay, Danny, let's hear that.
That's head them too old.
And 2 trophies for the winner of the light horse section. We have the silver cup presented by Messrs Dixon Brown and Tate Limited, awarded to the 3rd reserve in the Supreme Championship. And Mr Coulter also receives the Hedges Trophy. You do well to carry that one, Mr Driver. This is the Julia Hedges Trophy, very prestigious one.
Thank you.
Okay, that's fine.
Congratulations, John.
Look on the top side. Wash it.
Thanks to Jason Carush for presenting the awards this afternoon. And if you want to stand, you can take a prize up. And another draw here to be won by Victoria Perry of Holy House Marathon Road Circuit. And then the traffic services 35, 20 have increased with Harrison Ferguson. They were almost a revolution when they came onto the Manx town and see the hydraulic system. And remember Matthew Ferguson was about 6 forward. We went through this massive plough on this kind of 6 dollar ploughs with the Navy Iron ploughing matches. And then the sound of the field marshal that actually made their first appearance at a Royal Manx Show when it was held at Mill, the old standard course which was preceded many of some of many farms where you had no hydraulics and much heavier tractor to drive.
The wheels are turning though.
Yeah, they're turning. You'll see it coming in the paintwork on it.
Well, they were originally orange like that, weren't they?
guarantee what you could have, should have, because you'll then won't it?
Stick your head out! Imagine that we depended on combines like that to bring in the harvest once when you see the size of today's combines. And now again followed by the classic cars. Right? These vehicles really make this quite an event. And it's lovely to see so many remaining round the ringside to enjoy what these drivers, engineers, and here bringing up the rear, the Model T Ford.
That's a remarkable motor car, isn't it?
As you can see, the day is coming to a close after what's been a really magnificent afternoon and morning. And we're all now enjoying a very nice cup of tea, thanks to the President and all the helpers that have helped to put this afternoon tea on, and what they did at lunchtime, and it's been appreciated by everybody. This is the President's tent, of course, and this is some of the flowers which I'm showing you now just before we close down for the day.
Lots of people just take out daily. I mean, it's just not I'm a little bit tired.
Thank you, young lady, too.
Not forgetting the ladies behind this panel who have worked hard all day. Maybe the last closing shot is where I was this morning, on top of there.
Yeah.